Hello and welcome back to my channel, guys. Today we're going back to Instruments of Destruction. So in the last video I ended up building this Mario Kart. It turned out pretty damn well. The steering was a little complicated and there was a lot of new things that I tried out with this build, glitching weapons specifically. But you know what? It turned out alright, so I thought I would up the ante a little bit. And what I had decided on was building a war blimp. So I got two pages here. I got some standard World War II style war blimps here. But then I remembered a game that I used to play way back when I was a kid called Crimson Skies. And that game was just utterly full of these really remarkably cool blimps that I can remember. So I thought with inspiration from the real life and the fiction, I thought I was going to make a really cool blimp for you guys. Now I really have no idea how this flying stuff is going to work in this game, but I figured I would give it a shot and see what I can come up with. And with that, guys, let's go ahead and get into the build. Alright guys, and after about 2 days of building and trying to problem solve the front and the rear of this build, I finally got it done, guys. Now, it was incredibly difficult to actually get these angles. It's kind of hard to do round things in a game that really is catered around, 90-degree angles. So this was definitely a challenge build for me. And as you can see, we really got close to the build limit with this one, guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and spawn it in. Here we go. Bam, we're going to go ahead and hit G right off the bat to keep it stabilized. That'll be our gyro stabilization. Now, to get this thing up in the air, we have sliding balloons. Now, it's going to be a little bit of a delicate touch to try to balance this guy with lift and stability here. We don't want him to go to the stratosphere. There we go. Hopefully stabilizing right there. We got to go a little bit more for the balloons. Maybe a little less even. Cool. We got some nice, slow, floaty controls, and I thought that was going to be pretty good for the accuracy of this build here. All right, and I think that's about as good as we're going to get it. If we go ahead and hit Q, we actually have an aiming laser. We'll go ahead and start this off first here. All right, we're just going to float up until we get a little bit closer to these buildings, and we're going to drop our payload. And we hit 1. There we go. There we go. It landed on the ground. All right, so it's going to make us a lot lighter. Hopefully, oh, don't hit the building. Well, that's okay. All right, we'll back it up a little bit, and then we'll activate this weapon here. We can go ahead and turn off the aiming lasers as well. All right, and all we got to do now is hit shift, hold it down, and we have an earthquake generator here. It's pretty damn destructive. It was kind of hard to fine-tune that thing, but it seems pretty damn effective as it is. And just like that, man, the building is gone. And the moment you let go of shift, the generator stops. All right, let's see if we can get the blimp back in the air. Now, the buoyancy, man, I tried to do logic on this thing to try to control buoyancy, but that's just something that's way too advanced for me right now. All right, so if we hit left and right on these arrows, we actually have some bay doors that we can open, and it seems like something came out, maybe a part of a building, perhaps? So for this one, I mean, we can use the aiming reticle a little bit. It's not going to help us out tremendously here. All right, we're basically right on top of it. Let's go ahead and hit E. There we go, and the bomb payload is released. Oh, man. And you know what? I think that turned out pretty damn well. Now, this is mostly an aesthetic build. There's really not much more to it than this, but I thought it was going to be a nice little challenge. I didn't see any Zeppelins in the workshop as of right now, and I thought this one would just, it would have just been a really, really cool build to see in the workshop. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribe, as I am a very small YouTuber. And with that, guys, I will see you all in the next one.